Hey guys, and today we are 34 to 35 weeks pregnant. So I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant now, and I'm going to recap on the last week and so I've had. So it's been Christmas. I hope we all had a lovely time. Unfortunately, I fell really ill over Christmas and then ended up having a really bad cold and just being super under the weather, and unfortunately you're not allowed to take any medication, so I just had to live on honey, lemon in warm water, and Halls soothers. The worst sore throat I've ever had, I think, ever. But I'm coming out the other end of it. It's still there, but I'm nowhere near as bad. Like, I just had to lay down a lot of the time. But I managed to make the Christmas dinner and with my mum, and we had a really nice Christmas. And yeah, it was really good. But I really hope you had a lovely Christmas. But let's jump on to what's been going on with me this week. I had a really lovely time, but let's get on to what's going on with the baby at the moment. So the baby is roughly about 5 to 6 pounds, I think, at this point. So it's getting very big. We're almost there, a few weeks left now, and so we're into the end of the last 8th month. So we're literally within grabbing distance of that cute little baby. So it's really exciting. Obviously being ill overshadowed most of the stuff with me this week. But I do have to say my back has been really bad. Feet were really swollen. Just a lot of fluid on my legs. Obviously, because I was up and about doing stuff, constantly on my feet, like back and forth. That's why the swelling was so bad by the end of the day, because I wasn't getting enough rest really. And then I've been getting really strong Braxton Hicks. They kind of like take this, I know they say they don't hurt, but these take my breath away. So they're like really like, I'm really, ooh, and I can't talk through them. I have to like just breathe, which I have never heard anyone else say, but there we go. So I thought I'd quickly squeeze in here to give you a bump update, because I completely forgot. Baby brain. So here's my bump at 34 to 35 weeks. As you can see, it is a big bump. We are definitely a big girl at this point. Anyway, back on with this video. The baby has moved head down now. I can tell that its feet are up here, and it keeps swapping from side to side because there's not much room in there now. So it's not doing a lot of moving about. It's just from left to right. And that's very rarely now. It happened, I think it happened once. So it was all over here, down, and then here, and then it swapped and went to this side. So at the moment, baby is down facing that way to my right. So all the kicks are coming from one side, and the little bony bum is up here. I can squeeze it. I do feel a lot of pelvic pressure, and the baby has definitely dropped out of my rib cage, and I can breathe now, which honestly, well, I can't breathe because of my cold, but I don't feel like it's all up here, so it's dropped right, so which is nice, because that was getting too much with the heartburn and everything. So heartburn has still been there this week. I think I had it 1 or 2 times. It's always in the evening when I'm going to bed, like when I lay down, and then the moment I lay down I start getting it. Well, acid reflux mainly. But that's not been too bad. It's not been as bad as it has been. Baby absolutely loves going mad when I'm just about to sleep. So the moment I fall asleep, I just get kicks and punches. And then I'll wake up in the middle of the night just because I'm getting it's quite funny. And the baby's moving quite a lot now, whereas before, obviously, because the anterior placenta, I wasn't feeling it very much, but I have no worries about the baby, feeling the baby or anything now. So due to my low PAP-A, basically what it is when you're in your second trimester, you have a chance of having a late miscarriage, and then when you're in your third trimester, you're more likely to have a stillborn. So even though they've been monitoring me relatively closely and said everything's fine and it seems to be going absolutely fine, I have asked to be induced early because after 37 weeks, there's no need for the baby to be inside of me, especially due to the fact that it is still a chance to be a stillborn. Once the baby is fully developed at 37 weeks, it's only putting on fat. Even at this point, it could be born and it would be fine. But 37 weeks is full term. It's developed everything it needs to. So I would rather have it out because I'm just so worried about my placenta just dying and, you know, having a stillborn. And you're allowed to just ask for an induction if you have reason to want an induction, just like people ask for a C-section. They'd much rather you go in, this is words from my midwife's sister, they'd rather you go in a controlled environment than you coming in and they don't know what's been going on. So I spoke to my midwife last week, so I'm waiting on her to tell me what the consultant said about booking us in for early labour. So basically it could be in 2 weeks the baby might be here. So that gets me on to my packing my hospital bag. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it here. And I'm pretty much ready. I've done everything I need to for the baby to arrive, and I'm ready to squish this little baby now. So I'll let you know what the consultant says as soon as I know. I really hope you like this update, and I wish you the best new year possible. Thank you so much for watching. Love you.